I hope that you're having a wonderful Wednesday morning. And as we begin our devotion today, the scripture comes from our gospel lesson for this week, which is Jesus and his triumphal entry. A question that I'd like for us to ponder a little bit is, how would you enter town if you were the king? If you were the person, the man, it's so hard for us to just take a back seat to anyone else. I know in my life, when somebody else gets the publicity or somebody else gets the adulation or credit for something that I've done, I found that sometimes I get a little upset about it. I don't always let it show, but sometimes it just bothers me inside a bit. Well, that's something that I want to always try to work on, because when I look at the example of Christ, I understand that Christ came in. He didn't come in his power and robes and splendor. He came in and people celebrated him. But then we also have to beware, because those same people that celebrated him as he came in on his triumphal entry, is sometime later, just in the end of the week, they were asking for his crucifixion and the release of a murderer. I wonder how we might consider our entry into a room, into a building, into a community. Could we learn from the way Jesus came in, humble, on a colt, on the foal of a donkey? Can we learn not to put ourselves first? We talked last week about giving up our lives. That was what we talked about in our sermon, laying down our lives and living for Jesus. I think as we have looked through this series during Lent, we've learned to give up our own expectations, because God has greater expectations than we could ever have for ourselves. And if we're so encumbered by our own expectations, then we won't be able to live into God's. We have to learn that it's not my way, but I've got to put myself behind and the cross in front and continue to walk. And this week, as we ponder this message, we have to consider what we would do in the same place as Jesus and how we would act, and then understand more the humility of Christ. I think for me, Lent teaches me a lot about humility as I self-examine, as I look at my own life, my own failures, my own faults, and it causes me to want to live more like Christ. I hope today that you consider this devotion and you desire in each and every step of your life to be more like Christ. God bless you, and know that we are praying for you and thinking of you. If you have not subscribed to the YouTube page, please do so. Just push the subscribe button. We're over 100 subscribers, and we'll try to keep bringing new and important information to you, as well as worship services, and we're looking to do some Bible studies through some other avenues as well. So as we try to stay in touch with you, remember, we're not social distancing, we're physical distancing, and we're remaining socially together. God bless you and have a great day.